Entering Coastal Drive is something that you should essentially do when you are in Northern Ireland. If you are a Game of Thrones fan, you should have already recognized what you just saw, which is the Danlew's Castle, a filming location for Game of Thrones. The day I picked for the Coastal Drive is an absolutely spectacular sunny day, which is the ideal for the coastal exploration. I'm heading to the Giant's Causeway, which is regarded as one of the wonders of nature. The walking path towards Giant's Causeway is absolutely stunning. Even though this looks like a man-built stone pathway, this is an absolute gift of the nature. The Giant's Causeway stone layers are formed by instant cooling of lava following an eruption of a volcano. It is a common whim to see the tourists are barbecuing here. This is a very popular holiday area in Ireland. When you look at the horizon from these Irish cliff edges, you can see Scotland even. What you now see is the rope bridge, which is closed to the public these days because of COVID-19. So my lunch of the day was a seafood chowder, which is an absolute delight when you're in Ireland. And this is my Game of Thrones souvenir. Dark Hedges is another location which became world famous because it is also a location of filming for Game of Thrones. This is an absolutely stunning area to walk along. Hi guys, today is my Titanic day. So what you see behind me is a world famous Titanic hotel where the Titanic ship was built with her sister ships Britannica and also Olympia. So I'm going to have a late breakfast in Titanic Hotel today. I'll take you there as well. And just behind the Titanic Hotel you see the Titanic Museum, which was built in 2012. I'm going to visit the museum as well. So stay tuned in. The entrance of the Titanic Hotel has two buildings which look like two Catholic churches on the either side. As you enter into the hotel, you see the absolutely stunning replica of the Titanic ship. And the hotel has all the social distancing measures which are active these days. And then you walk into the Wolf Bar, which is the exact place where the Titanic ship was designed. The breakfast is served with a continental selection according to the current health guidelines. So the buffet is not available these days. The full Irish breakfast contains the Irish black pudding and also potato bread. I didn't know how they are made of, so I asked the Wolf Bar manager, Paulie.
Contains pork blood, pork fat, cereal groat, oatmeal oat or barley groat, and another beef or pork suit.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to know what's in white pudding?
Oh yeah, I like it. And so there's this potato bread as well. So normally what we eat in England is hash browns. So what's the difference?
No, we don't do hash browns. Our potato bread is just made from potatoes and flour. Hash browns are made from potatoes, onions.
All right. Yeah. Thank you very much.
There you are.
So after having the big breakfast, which was almost a brunch at Titanic Hotel, I'm going to explore the Titanic Museum, which is just behind me. Titanic is a tragedy of the world history. The ship was built in Belfast by Harland and Wolff Company, and the ship was designed by Thomas Andrews. Titanic was built in Belfast and voyaged in to sail towards New York Harbor on the 25th of May 1911. When you're in the museum, you can see how Titanic was designed, and you can get a real-time experience of how Titanic was built inside the dockyards as well. You get into a car which goes to the dockyard, and it shows how the dockyard looked like at that time.
I was in the engine works for a while. Very well equipped it was. That's where we built the triple expansion engines. 2 of them, each as high as a 3-story house.
I worked in the frame bending shop. You had heat steel beams in the furnace, then hook them onto slabs of cast iron and hammer them curved.
This is the exact place in the dockyard of Belfast Harbour where Titanic was voyaged into the Atlantic Ocean. You can see the designs of interior of the Titanic ship when you're inside, and also a 3D experience of how Titanic was functioning from the pump room itself, layer by layer. They also have a Discovery Museum which shows how the Atlantic Ocean was explored for the remnants of the ship. So guys, I just finished my wonderful Titanic museum tour and came out to the dockyard. This area, the whole area is called Titanic Quarter. So if you look behind me, you can see the dockyards of Belfast. So of course, Belfast, or Northern Ireland, or the whole island. Ireland is an island, so it's no wonder that the whole history is of a maritime, shipmaking and voyaging sort of history. One thing that I noticed after coming to Belfast is that despite it having such a great history regarding shipping and maritime, Belfast is quite a small city compared to many European cities that I've already traveled. So the reason is that Belfast was politically so violated till up to the recent history because of the conflicts between the Protestants and the Catholics. So then the Ireland separated into 2 halves, not actually halves, maybe 3 quarters and 1 quarter, as Republic of Ireland and the Northern Ireland. So a lot of conflicts happened, and so much of buildings and much of the resources were destroyed during the war times. Even though Northern Ireland doesn't look massive and huge as it should do, Ireland is a great place to be regarding the history and its literature, its architecture and so on. So guys, behind me is the Belfast Harbour. On Like the giant causeway day, it is not the best weather to be in a harbour, but still it looks beautiful.
After exploring the harbour, I came to the quay area, which is an absolute beautiful area to see around. You see how Belfast is built alongside the River Lagan. There's a lot to enjoy around both modern art pieces and also traditional art pieces, which belongs to the traditional architecture. Drinking is a popular habit of Irish people. Beer is the most popular drink among Irish. The Cathedral Quarter is a famous area for restaurants. I selected a very silent time, which was not crowded, to explore the Cathedral Quarter streets. You can experience the Irish cobblestone streets when you are walking along the Cathedral Quarter. This area is an absolutely beautiful area to explore and also to enjoy your meals during the restaurant opening times. And I didn't forget to recite a poem which was written on a restaurantau.
So there's this nice poem written on the doors of the restaurant called Dark Houses. I'll recite it for you. I'll tell me more when I go home. The boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair and they stole my...
Even though it is a late summer, you will experience that Belfast is full of flowers. And this is the world famous St. Anne's Cathedral of Belfast. When you walk along the streets of Belfast, you will appreciate that what a brilliant and a massive architecture that the Irish people are having. To fade away my memory about black pudding, I selected a sizzling prawns dish which is on garlic butter for my dinner.